The sun crawled low like a wounded beast, bleeding red across the barren east. The crows were watching their shadows long, a murder of whispers where I don't belong. Dust on my boots, sin on my name, every mile's a graveyard, every breath's a flame. And the wind it howled, a ghostly choir, carrying tales of blood and fire. This is the devil's dust, where the righteous turn to rust. The ground don't forgive, the sky won't cry, and the only prayer's the one you die by. This is the devil's dust, but mercy's just a broken trust. A serpent's smile and a preacher's lie, two sides of the coin I've come to defy. A lantern swings in the widow's hand, casting shadows like a judgment brand. The river runs black, the trees all moan. Every step I take, I'm more alone. This is the devil's dust, where the righteous turn to rust. The ground don't forgive, the sky won't cry, and the only prayer's the one you die by. This is the devil's dust, where mercy's just a broken trust. I saw a figure in the dying light, a stranger or a demon cloaked in night. He said, boy, you can't outrun your sins. The road ends where your reckoning begins. The earth split open, the flames reach high, and I swore I heard the angels die. The wind howls low through the canyon's throat, like a preacher mourning what the devil wrote. The shadows tread along where the gallows stand, their ropes still whisper of a sinner's hand. The earth remembers, though men forget. Blood and thunder leave a heavy debt. Ghosts of the gallows, they never rest. They haunt the hills with a weight on their chest. Crows take flight when the moon turns red. The sins of the living feed the cries of the dead. men scattering the desert sand. Each one tells of a desperate man. The spurs still jangle in the phantom dust, where the bones of the guilty have long gone to rust. The whippoorwill sings a dirge tonight, a melody carved from wrong and right. Ghosts of the gallows, they never rest. They haunt the hills with a weight on their chest. Crows take flight when the moon turns red. The sins of the living feed the cries of the dead. The night crawls in a little booth. A howl rides the wind like a broken flute. The trees bend low, whispering sin. Then the air feels heavy as a preacher's grin. The stars won't guide, they've turned their face. The moon's a scar, hung in disgrace. The devil rides at dawn, oh Lord. His shadow stains the dirt and board. He don't knock, he don't call, he just watches as the righteous fall. Screams sharp, its wings like knives, cutting through the dark where no one survives. A church bell rings, cracked and cold, counting down the days the wicked hold. The river runs black, it won't baptize, it only drowns the truth in lies. The devil rides at dawn, oh Lord. His shadow stains the dirt and board. He don't knock, he don't call, he just watches as the righteous fall. lost in a blackened well. Whispers rise like smoke, the stories they tell. Crows in the sycamore, wings sharp as knives, cut through the silence where no soul survives. Dust and ashes, the wind carries them far. Every scar tells a tale, every tale leaves a scar. The earth remembers what we try to forget. Dust and ashes, the deal ain't settled yet. Where the willows bow, shadows stretch long on the edge of the plow. A church bell tolls, but no one's inside. The prayers are buried where the sinners died. There's a reckoning coming, a storm in the sky. You can run all you want, but you can't outcry. Dust and ashes, the wind carries them far. Every scar tells a tale, every tale leaves a scar. The earth remembers what we try to forget. Dust and ashes, the deal ain't settled yet. It swallows the young, it spits out the old. Lanterns flicker, the light fades away. The devil's been walking, and he knows where you stay. There's a shadow on the hill, a crow on the wire steel. The wind don't breathe, it just groans, carrying whispers through the stones. A name carved deep in the bark of a tree, a ghost that lingers where the light used to be. Oh, the soil so cold, where the prayers went unsaid. The devil in the dust don't sleep, he's buried where the secrets keep. With a crooked smile and a serpent's tongue, he waits where the lost and the damned belong. Oh, the devil in the dust, he waits for me. A rusted chain swings by the well, rattling stories it'll never tell. bones are slithering, cold and thin, cutting through the dark like a blade of sin. Every footstep sinks deeper in clay. The harder you run, the longer you stay. Oh, the ground pulls tight in the absence of a light. The devil in the dust don't sleep. He's buried where the secrets keep. With a crooked smile and a serpent's tongue, he waits where the lost and the damned belong. Oh, the devil in the dust, he waits for me. The wind don't whisper, it howls through the pine, carving old secrets in crooked lines. A church bell rings, though the steeple's long gone. The echoes linger like a ghost's mournful song. There's ghosts in the hollow, they dance in the dark, flickering shadows where the fire leaves its mark. They call your name, but don't answer their cry. They'll lead you too far where the living don't lie. The creek runs red where the moonlight don't reach. Bones in the clay, buried deep beneath the breeze. A house on a hill, windows shattered like teeth. The devil's been here, left his brand on the wreath. You can feel it breathing, the ground beneath your feet. This land ain't empty, it's just incomplete. There's ghosts in the hollow, they dance in the dark, flickering shadows where the fire leaves its mark. They call your name, but don't answer their cry. They'll lead you too far where the living don't lie. Every footstep's an echo, every word turns to ash. The past ain't the past here, it clings like a lash. The trees have eyes, and the crows never blink. Drink from this well, and it's poison you'll drink. Red sun bleeding on the sky of rust. Every breath a mouthful of Oklahoma dust. Prayers like smoke, they just rise and they choke. Another good man driven by the broke. Dust Bowl blues got a hold on me. Wind through the rafters, a lonesome plea. Fields turn to deserts, dreams turn to gray. Ain't no redemption on this weary way. Mama's coughing in the lean-to shack. Ain't no comfort, ain't no turning back. The well run dry like a promise unkept, while the children shivered and the women wept. Dust Bowl blues got a hold on me. Wind through the rafters, a lonesome plea. Fields turn to deserts, dreams turn to gray. Ain't no redemption on this weary way. Got a plan, but I ain't seen a sign. Just hungry shadows on a bread line. Every horizon a mirage of green. This ain't no life, just a faded old scene. Dust Bowl blues got a hold on me. Wind through the rafters, a lonesome plea. Fields turn to deserts, dreams turn to gray. Ain't no redemption on this weary way. Red sun bleeds across the prairie wide. Dust devils dance where good crops once did hide. A hungry wind whispers a mournful plea for rain to fall to set this parched land free. Oh, the dust, it chokes the very air we breathe. A silent scream that makes a strong man grieve. The dust, it paints the sky a wicked hue. This Dust Bowl life, Lord, what's a soul to do? Earth moans beneath the heavy tread. The empty cupboard, prayers unsaid. Children's eyes wide with a hollow fear. Another season, harvest nowhere near. Oh, the dust it chokes the very air we breathe. A silent scream that makes the strong man breathe. The dust it paints the sky a wicked hue. This dust bowl life, Lord, what's a soul to do? Used to be green, a promise in the soil. Now just a grit, the endless grinding toil. We packed our dreams in a rusted, broken Ford, left behind all that we once adored. Oh, the dust it chokes the very air we breathe. A silent scream that makes the strong man breathe. The dust it paints the sky a wicked hue. This dust bowl life, Lord, what's the soul to do? The wind don't whisper, it howls through the pine. A wolf's cry rising, a warning in time. The ground is cracked like a widow's old hands. The river runs black, swallowing the land. The devil's lantern burns. A dance with shadows where the lost never return. The night is heavy, the air tastes of sin. The devil's lantern will pull you in. Preacher once said, beware of the night. But he sold his soul for a flickering light. His Bible's ash now, his words turned to dust. The lantern gleamed and he betrayed his trust. It glows like gold, but it sears like fire. A light so cold, it stings of desire. Follow the flame, the devil's lantern burns. A dance with shadows where the lost never return. The night is heavy, the air tastes of sin. The devil's lantern will pull you in. moon won't shine. There's a graveyard of hearts, a burial line. The lantern swings, it hums a low hymn, a requiem for those who gave in. Sunrise paints a cracked earth red, just like the lies my daddy said. He swore he'd change, swore on the sky, but promises like dust just fly. Oh, dust devil's daughter, born of the wind and grit, got a restless soul, ain't never gonna quit. With a heart like a stone and eyes that see too far, chasing ghosts in the moonlight underneath a falling star. Mama's tears were summer rain, washing out the sorrow and the pain. She taught me how to mend and sew, but not how to let a bad seed grow. Oh, dust devil's daughter, born of the wind and grit, got a restless soul, ain't never gonna quit. With a heart like a stone and eyes that see too far, chasing ghosts in the moonlight underneath a falling star. The old well's dry, the fields all bare, just a whisper of a prayer hangs in the air. Some folks say I got my daddy's eyes, filled with too many shadows, too many goodbyes. Oh, dust devil's daughter, born of the wind and grit, got a restless soul, ain't never gonna quit. With a heart like a stone and eyes that see too far, chasing ghosts in the moonlight underneath a falling star. The wind howls low through the canyon's throat, a whispering hymn that the damned once wrote. Bones in the sand, dry as a lie, a crow takes wing, cuts the blood-red sky, and the devil's dust, it clings to your skin, Once it's in your lungs, you can't breathe again. You can run, you can pray, but it's never enough. No man escapes the devil's dust. A preacher's hand raised, shaken with sin. He baptizes fear where the river runs thin. The church bell cracks, the steeple leans. A ghost town left with its shattered dreams. The ground is thirsty, the roots run dry. There's a hunger here that'll leave you alive. And the devil's dust, it clings to your skin. Once it's in your lungs, you can't breathe again. You can run, you can pray, but it's never enough. No man escapes the devil's dust. It's in the cracks of your boots, the lines on your face. It follows your shadow, it poisons the place. You can beg, you can bleed, you can swear it ain't real, but the dust don't care how you think or feel. Wind howls low through the blackened pines. A preacher's voice lost to the wine. Gravel roads where the ghosts won't sleep. Underneath the earth, secrets run deep. I hear the whispers, they call my name. A sinner's prayer, a devil's flame. Dust and shadows, blood and bone. This cursed land I call my own. The devil rides where the moonlight falls. Dust and shadow, it claims us all. Crows in the branches, black as sin. A rusted blade where the scars begin. The wells run dry, the fields lay bare. There's poison laced in the evening air. The river's rising, it tastes of death. Each step I take steals my breath. Dust and shadows, blood and bone. This cursed land I call my own. The devil rides where the moonlight falls. Dust and shadow, it claims us all. Sunrise bleeding rust across the alkali flat. Another day done dawned, another day to wear these tracks. Wind whispers secrets through the dry brittle cane. Promises and heartaches dripping like a desert rain. Oh, the dust devil's daughter, she rides on the wind with a cold knowing laughter where the good times end. She's got eyes like a raven, a soul like the night, and she'll steal your last breath in the fading light. Felt her shadow creeping round my shack in the heat. Heard the jingle of her spurs, a slow measured beat. She don't knock on no door, don't ask to come inside, just stands in the doorway, nowhere left to hide. Oh, the dust devil's daughter, she rides on the wind with a cold knowing laughter where the good times end. She's got eyes like a raven, a soul like the night, and she'll steal your last breath in the fading light. They say she was born of the whirlwind, raised by the same. A forgotten spirit from this cursed thirsty land. Some folks tried to catch her, some fools tried to tame, but the desert just swallowed them and whispered her name. Oh, the dust devil's daughter, she rides on the wind with a cold knowing laughter where the good times end. She's got eyes like a raven, a soul like the night, and she'll steal your last breath in the fading light.